want to say that creating welcoming and accessible spaces and promoting body positivity or neutrality, like they're doing at swing state aerialists, are key strategies in preventing sexual violence. So we do really appreciate the work that you're doing. And supporting survivors in sexual violence truly does take an entire community. And so we're always thankful when individuals take the initiative to help us do this work. And so now I'm the lucky one who gets to tell you about 3 incredible people who are receiving our 2022 SAM Community Leader Awards. These awards are given to individuals or organizations who embody the mission of RCC by centering survivors, promoting societal change, and committing to be an evolving force for equity and social change. They're nominated by their peers in the community, and our RCC SAM planning team selects the recipients. Our first award is the Emergent Leader Award. It's given to newer leaders who've made significant contributions to the community and have demonstrated a potential for leadership. The 2022 Emergent Leader was nominated by Dr. Kate Walsh, and it is Jessica Melnick. Jessica is here with us today. I'm going to show you the award that we will be giving Jessica. This is the plaque. Congratulations, Jessica. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Jessica. There's so much to tell, so I'm not going to be able to tell you everything. Jessica is the chair of UW-Madison's chapter of PAVE. PAVE stands for Promoting Awareness, Victim Empowerment. Jessica is also one of RCC's on-call victim advocates. Now, I was actually on call the first night Jessica was shadowing for her training, and I was absolutely dumbfounded by Jessica's abilities. She came into that shift like she had been doing it her entire life, and I think we had 5 people come into the ER in that one shift. And Jessica stepped up, and honestly, she had to sit with victims by herself because we were going from room to room, and it was amazing. She did such a phenomenal job and has been such an amazing advocate. She is also a teaching assistant for one of Kate's classes, and I'm going to read from just a piece of Kate's nomination. So part of what Kate wrote is that Jessica is vocal in calling for change on the UW campus. She's organized numerous petitions to increase staffing and resources for student survivors. She's been quoted in multiple media stories about the need for a stronger campus response system. She's pushed administrators, including the chancellor, to take concerns about campus sexual violence seriously and provided needed supports and resources. Her leadership to facilitate stronger connections among those who provide services to survivors on campus and in the community is well beyond what might be expected of a 3rd-year undergraduate student. Yes, by the way, she's only in her 3rd year at UW. We are so lucky to have her, and that is very true. RCC is very lucky to have her as well. Now, I did tell all 3 of our recipients that they are not required to say anything, but I also told them that I would give them the opportunity if they wanted to. So, Jessica, you are welcome to say anything. Also, you do not have to. So, would you like to say anything or not?
I just want to say thank you, Missy, to you and the RCC, and also all of the people who are here today for doing all of the work that you do in our community.
Yes. Well, we sincerely appreciate you, Jessica. You know, RCC couldn't do all that we do without our volunteers and without all that you do, like I said, at UW for us and in the community. So thank you very much. All right. So our second award is the Courage Award. And it is given to leaders who have demonstrate kind of a longer and a deeper and lifelong commitment to the anti-sexual violence movement. and a unique or profound accomplishment centering those harmed by sexual violence, exceptional bravery or risk-taking in service of those harmed by sexual violence, and a recognized effort towards social justice for all people. RCC's 2022 Courage Award recipient is Heather Chun. I'm not sure if Heather was able to join us. I know that they were stuck in an appointment that they were not able to get out of. I don't think they were able to join us. Heather was nominated by Callista Stork. Heather started mentoring Callista when Callista was one of our Game Changer students, and I believe it was when Callista was in 9th grade. Callista is now a Game Changers facilitator, and she's getting ready to graduate from Madison College. And Callista wrote, Heather has spent years and years working directly to help those affected by sexual violence, and her lifetime supporting and helping those who've been affected by any form of violence or trauma. She is one of my biggest inspirations in life and has helped me tremendously in my own life. She works tirelessly to ensure those affected by violence are given what they need and treated with respect and dignity, with an emphasis on helping LGBTQ+ and POC communities. I know that for myself and many others, we don't know where we would be without Heather. She exemplifies what a mentor, ally, and activist should be. I supervise Heather at RCC, and I can't say enough. Heather really goes out of her way to make sure that the students that she's mentoring in the Game Changers program, so she not only coordinates our Game Changers program, she also works with students at Oregon High School and at East High School in Gender Equity Club and Imagine, which is also a gender equity club. And so she makes sure that they are exposed to lots of diverse programming and diverse thoughts. And so especially at Oregon High School, that's important because it's a rural school and it's pretty homogenous. And so she makes sure they're educated on social issues and exposes them to Black, Indigenous, and other people of color that they might not otherwise be exposed to. And that's something that's extremely important to her. She also, whenever there's education that's needed, steps up and offers to do those presentations for our volunteers, for our staff, whatever might be needed. And so we really appreciate that here on our staff as well. So even though she can't be here, we really thank Heather. Our final award is our 2022 Community Partner of the Year. This one goes to an agency or organization who is committing resources and effort towards societal change, racial and social equality, and creating synergy by partnering with RCC. The 2022 Community Partner of the Year is the Progress Center for Black Women. And Sabrina Madison is here today. I believe. Oh, there she is. Hi, Sabrina.
Hey, y'all. I'm like really cold. And we live in Wisconsin in April, so you can never be too sure. So I am warm, but and I don't know if you were still going to talk because I just got to talking.
Nope, you go ahead and talk. I can say what I have to say after you're done.
This was really, really good. Even while I was working, I had it on. I learned a lot from the panelists and what was the poet's name again?
That was Halsey.
Halsey, that was like really, really, really dope. I was like, I'm ready to get back into going to poetry slams and participated in poetry slams. So she got me up motivated. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for shouting us out, for honoring us in this way. The RCC is always I appreciate the work that you do because it's not necessarily my lane and it's not a lot of folks' lane. So when it's not your lane, you need to know that somebody else, some other organization is absolutely out here just like engaging in a way that doesn't create more trauma on top of folks who are already experiencing trauma. So I appreciate the way that you all work, the way that you center folks who come to you for support and help. So it's always dope to figure out how I can partner with you all and support you all, because I'm confident sometimes our clients do. We're likely sometimes serving the same folks, and just knowing that there's another organization out there who cares about folks who need them to help them like we do. So yeah, so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a really, really dope honor. I would have put my wig on and stuff today and got really fancy, but it's cold. It's
Well, and
cold, so I just want it to be really warm.
we're not about being fancy. We're pretty casual. But I do want to
I
read
appreciate it.
what I have to say because it's pretty good. I want to read it. So, what I
Go for it.
wrote was Sabrina, Madison, and her staff may not directly provide sexual violence victim services, but the programming and support they give is 100% what victims need and serves to prevent violence from happening. And I actually nominated you, and I know that lots of people here at our agency feel the same way. And part of what I wrote was Sabrina has provided housing and rental assistance, financial literacy education, professional development and networking opportunities, co-working space, and so much more for Black women and allies. When Dane County schools didn't reopen after winter break, leaving many parents without childcare, she opened up her space and offered free childcare with lunch and snacks included. You also advocate for increased social support and decreased stigma against Madison's homeless and other vulnerable populations. All of the services Sabrina provides and the support you give to the women who use your space are key components in a comprehensive sexual violence prevention program. People who are empowered through services and support are less likely to be victimized. You are truly a courageous community activist, and you deserve to be recognized. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you all again. Shout out to all the winners too, Heather and Jessica, I think it was. So
yeah,
that's pretty dope.
So thank you so much.
I want to see my award.
Oh yeah, yep. Oh, and I didn't show Heather's. So, and I will hand deliver all of these to everyone. So this is yours. So they all look somewhat similar, but yours will say Community Partner of the Year. So thank you, everyone. And I do want to thank all of the panelists. What I loved hearing from the panelists. So Dana Pelabon and I have been co-executive directors now for about 2.5 years. And what was reflected in the words of the panelists really spoke to what we envisioned as executive directors when it comes to centering survivors and really becoming evolving forces for social equity and making sure that the community could access services. And so what that looks like is our services evolve, right? And so when we saw that our clients couldn't access therapy, at least not in any timely way, when we were referring them out and it was taking 6 months, we hired therapists. And so now we have therapists on staff and we can see them here in our office. We have case management services so that we can help them get access to housing. We have, so that's who we are now. And so I just really want to thank everybody that's come today to learn from our panelists. I want to thank our panelists. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to our award recipients for all that you do. And thank you all just for spreading the prevention messaging, and have a wonderful afternoon.